Alrighty, so here again, my GitHub repository, there's no .env and no node modules, and then here is my repository. It's my account, same repository that we're using, and here we go. Alrighty, so let's get to it. API docs. Here we have all this. I'm only going to do one for the sake of time. So let's grab all these players. It shows all the players. Cool beans. We're going to go ahead and create a player. Try and make a player. Alright, so player created successfully. That's good. Let's go back and find them. And then he's going to be right here. Let's get the ID. Find the player with an ID. There he is. Now we're going to replace the player with an ID. And then this one should give us an error because that guild does not exist. So we're going to go up here and we're going to pull one of the guilds that we know we do have. Right there. Execute. We're going to do Covenant of Shadows. Perfect. Alright. So, alright, let's go ahead and change that ID. And now it should work. Player replaced successfully. So he's now part of that. So, patch update, let's grab the player again. And we're going to remove the guild that he's in. Perfect. And then if we get him again, he should be guildless. And if we delete him, it should work. And if we do it again, I have validation and everything and responses so that if he's not found, it'll show that message. So there's that. Alright, so now we'll do endpoints. Here we're going into the home page and it'll display this, but if we use anything else, every request will use this. So it'll jump into this guy right here and verify that if we match or not. So guilds will take us there just like before, players. And then when we jump into those, we're going to look at guilds now. And so we have each request right here, one for get all guilds, get guild by ID, post, put, patch, delete right here. We have some validation going on. This validate guild ID format is being used for anything that requires an ID and validates that the ID is the correct length, correct format style, and all that stuff. And then we have some for validating, making sure that the put fields are all correct, formats and stuff, and same thing with the update fields. And then here they are. So validate player ID format right here, and then the object rule is in the helpers, I believe. But looking at this, I also have one for stats for the players. Oh, and we are actually looking at the guilds one, but same deal. Looking at the guild fields, seeing which ones are required or not, and then got the extra one because this one was an object ID rule for the guild master for the guild. And then again, just verifying, making sure that all the fields are correct for the guild fields for if it's being updated. And then the helpers for the validation are right here. And here I got the rules, and then I got that validator import that helps us do this. And then here is the server error checker. That's going to send a error of 400, and it's being used here. And then here I got another this is the validate object ID right here, where it's actually putting in the rules to it. And so here I also got some other helpers for this, for the controller. And then this is just some global helpers that go for both of them, just so I don't repeat them. But here's the same send server error for the controller. And then this is just some stuff to shorten the code up here, because this is repeated a lot in the controllers. So here are the other helpers that kind of format and change up some stuff like the dates. Again, we're going to build the guild object here, and then build the update fields for this thing. And then again, these are just helpers. That's not doing anything to the actual database yet. Validate guildmaster exists. This is going to check and make sure whenever we're creating or updating or replacing guildmaster that the guildmaster is actually there. And then there's also another one I'll have to look for that kind of shows if the guildmaster is already right here. If he's already in a guild, he can't be the master of another guild. Object IDs match, and then yep, clear guild. So whenever we actually delete a guild, all the players that were in that guild will actually their guild ID is going to be set to null, so they're actually going to be removed, and it'll show and update and sync that. Let's see, and then here we got the controllers. Scroll all the way to the top. Here we import all those helper functions, so we don't have it all rinsed and repeated over here. And then here we have all the requests. Get all players, same deal here, going into the players collection that we define in the controller helper right there, instead of just again repeating that code. And then let's see, we got some responses right here, which yeah, try catch. So we're using try catch on each one. Again, server errors will return 500s, and then we have returns for successful statuses and stuff, 200s. There are 400. Guild not found. Wasn't really a server error, it's more of a database thing that they weren't able to find, and we have that in each one pretty much. So that's pretty much it.